Ég ætla að fara að ít og go live núna þannig að við séum bara með cut screeni tilbúið bara. We are live en við erum bara með hérna cut screen án þannig að við erum bara með hérna streaming starting skjáin þannig að það liggur ekkert á. So welcome to the National Championships outdoor in Iceland. We have the first match of the day, the longbow men's. So we can get that up there. Longbow men's individual gold final between Haukur Hallsteinsson on target 1 on the right side of the screen and Mate Sieslar. I have no idea how to pronounce that name on the left side. Although this is classified as the longbow category because it's not yet an official national title is given for the longbows. We do allow other bow types. Mate. The scores coming in. This is the first match of the day, so we're kind of trying to get everything into rhythm. The longbows usually shoot very, very fast. Although technically he's shooting with a horse bow, but it would just as well be could just as well be called the traditional class. Anything without an arrow rest and the fancy gadgets that the recurve and the compound divisions have. And the Berboga division as well. They have fancy weights and stabilizers, or, well, not the Berbos, they have weights, but see the judges coming in there from the bunker, scoring the arrows. My name is Gumi, and I'll be your commentator today. I'll be alone, so I'm pretty much alone in a car, switching cameras, changing graphics, and just talking to myself like I am slowly losing my mind. Which, of course, is impossible because I've already lost my mind. Long, long time ago. That ship has sailed. Haukur taking the first set with a miraculous 5 points. 2-3 and a miss. We are shooting at 30 meters, and they are both quite unused to that distance, since this is one of the first times we have had the longbow class shooting, or traditional class, whichever one it will actually be called in the future, shooting outdoors for a national title. So since Haukur is leading by 2 points, Mate will start on target 2. I should probably go to N2 as well in the graphics. There we go. Mate. Oh, that's a nice shot. Looks like a 9-10 liner, probably a 10. Haukur. Good aim. 5 on the left top. Mate shooting with a thumb ring in the 6 on the right side. Haukur on target 1 in a 3 above. Mate with his thumb ring and the arrow on the opposite side of the bow. Another 10, or 10-line liner at least. Great round for Mate. And Haukur with a 7, looks like. Could be an 8. My screen is very small. Cameraman George getting a bit lost. Chasing Haukur into the tent. Judges coming in to score the arrows and marking down, and looks like Haukur is looking for arrows, maybe. It's possible there may have been an issue with the car that they used to fetch the arrows for the athletes. Looks like they're done with the scoring. Although with this score difference, I'm pretty sure Mate is taking this round, so it should be we should be all tied up at 2-2. Yep, there we go. Haukur is competing for Bogen in Kópavogur, although it is a collaboration between the Viking Reenactment Club and Bogen, the club in Kópavogur. The Viking Reenactment Club's name is Rimmegiur, and because you need to compete for a club that is a member of the NOC and the Viking Reenactment Club is not, there's a cooperation between the two clubs that they can compete for Bogen at national events. Haukur shooting first on target 1. Good shot in the 8. Mate with a low one and the 2, it looks like. Let's change to the correct graphic so we can actually see what's happening. Haukur with a 5 or 6 liner up high. Mate with a high one as well. They're chasing each other. Looks like a 2 or 3 on the left side. Probably a 2. And Mate with his last arrow. The 5 in the same spot. There we have the arrow runners returning the arrows to the athletes. This is done usually at events, so we can actually have the action going a lot quicker, because the athletes don't actually need to walk and fetch the arrows. They're brought around for them. Then we don't have to watch 2, well, or sometimes more athletes, some of which may be out of shape, walking a long distance. The recurves, that will be 70 meters, but we're only doing 30 meters for the longbow. Looks like Haukur is taking this set with 17-12, which is a pretty secure margin. With 4-2. In the longbows and the recurves, we use the set system, which effectively means that you shoot 3 arrows. The athlete with the higher score gets 2 points. If both athletes are tied for score, they will both share the set points with 1 each. So we have 4-2. Our cameraman, George, kind of forgot that he's supposed to use the other camera as well. He's trying to take pictures at the same time as he's operating the camera. So Mate with the lower score will start shooting first with his thumb ring. See if he can do another 10 like he did before. Nope, it's a 1. Very good with a 3, so he's taking the lead. Let's switch to the correct graphic so you can actually see that. For very good with a 5-6 liner. Looks like a 6. Come on, Mate, you need a good one. No, it's an 8. He needs 6 to win. So see if he can get it. Aim for a long time, and it looks like he got it. 7. So unofficially, the winner is Haukur, but we need to get the confirmation. Yelling at the cameraman to focus on the camera. Mate is from a club in Akureyri, which is the north of Iceland. The population of about 20,000-ish in the entire area. Called the capital of the north. Total population of Iceland being just under 400,000 now. About 390. See what the judge says. It is confirmed. Target 1 wins. Haukur takes the gold medal in the longbow men's category. Or let's call it traditional men's category, which is the thing that we may actually create in the future instead of the longbows. This is one of the reasons why it's still an unofficial event at national championships, because we are still figuring out which path we want to do. If we want to do the pure longbow or the instinctive, or even combine them into a traditional class. Now, in Iceland we also have another national title, which is the unisex class, which is, we had no longbow women competing at the tournament because longbow is still a new discipline. But in Iceland we have something called the unisex class, which is effectively everyone. So it's men, women, whatever your gender may be, non-binary. It's effectively an all class. So if you are a person and you're a green alien, you are in the class. If you're a woman, you're in the class. If you're a man, you're in the class. Oh, sorry, I forgot they were, of course, doing the medal ceremony for the previous event. Bronze medal already given out earlier, because we generally use the time when they're giving out the medals to actually set up for the field crew to set up for the next match. Although I think the field crew may have forgotten that they were supposed to change target faces and targets, but they're on it now. Getting George to focus on the camera again. I really hope we can turn the camera around, because directly behind the cameraman right now we have a volcano erupting. You can see the gas emissions and the smoke coming from the burnt flora and fauna that's around the volcano. The entire area has been closed off by the civil authorities because of, well, massive gas pollution. So fortunately the wind is in the correct direction. It's pushing all that poisonous fumes away from us. If for some reason the wind direction turns around, we will have to cancel the event because of athletes' safety. Well, my safety, really. I'm not going to sit here and continue describing matches and stuff for you and with the poisonous fumes from a volcano. Volcano's about it's less than 15 kilometers away from us. And the gas and smoke coming from the volcano is about 1.5 kilometers high. Looks like it because we have a mountain just next to it, so I can kind of see what it looks like. So it looks like the field staff is done setting up the target, so we can go to the unisex class or everyone class, or just the longbow national title, irrespective of gender. Starting first will be Haukur on target 1 again, and looks like a 2. Mate has a chance to come back here and take the second medal with a 6. Haukur with a 4, it looks like. Sorry if I'm announcing the arrows incorrectly. The screen that I have is very, very small. And I'm quite far away from it. Looks like a 7. Looks like Mate will take this round. Haukur really needs a 10 here. Nope. Looks like just needs to hit the target to secure the victory and not even. And he does with a 777. Giving us a 21 versus 10. Mate taking the lead, waiting for the judges to and the field crew to write the scores and confirm them, and no idea what Haukur is doing there. Stretching his bow, I guess. Or stretching himself. So Mate has a home-built bow, so it is not something he's purchased. He's built one. And he did say that he was going to build a longbow one and bring that for the next event, next tournament. So it is kind of within the concept of the longbow class. So, but since it's an unofficial designation, it can be longbow or traditional, whichever one we will develop it into the future. Haukur is shooting a bucktrail Blackhawk. Do believe Haukur's draw weight is somewhere around 35 or 40 pounds. Although he does have a few of those bows in different draw weights, so it's difficult to tell. Haukur with a lower score, starting on target 1. Haukur with a 1. Haukur seems to have Mate with a 2, and we could see that if I actually remember to go to the correct end. Haukur seems to have dropped his finger tab or just thrown it away. Or changed finger tab. I don't see if he actually has a finger tab on right now. That hit the wood. Looks like Haukur is taking this round, but there may be something wrong with the. I'm gonna check with Guðbjörg. No, it looks like they just had an issue with the scoring input in the bunker. So 7-5-1. Looks like Haukur will take this at 13 versus 10. Always good to see the athletes joking around and having a good time. It's really all there is to this sport. If you're having fun, you're doing it right. If you're not, you may have forgotten some fundamental principle of the sport and why you're doing it. I think everybody starts for fun. It's also a good way to alleviate stress. So it looks like we've tied up this match 2-2. Field crew finishing their work there. Trying to get that arrow of Mate out without damaging it. It was stuck in the wood. So they're finished, so we'll be going to the next end, and I'm going to be really clever now. I'm actually going to press go to next end before we start the next end. Ooh. This is what happens when you have too many things to do. Or when you're really old and you don't remember anything. Or both. You can see the remote control car in the back driving the arrows to the athlete. They can pick up for the next round. So since we're all tied up, we'll go back to the original shooting order with Haukur shooting first on 30 meters. Still not shooting a finger tap, I think. Looks like 7. It's in the red at least. Which for this division is good. 1 seems to have dropped his bow hand a bit or collapsed a bit. Haukur. Looked like a strong shot. It's on the target face. In the miss. Ooh. We have a match here. It's very close. It's going to depend on the last arrow almost. Come on, Haukur. 7. If Mate needs a 6 or higher, I think, to take this at, or 5 or higher. Looks like Mate took this set 15-3. We'll wait for the scoring staff to come in and confirming that with us. Haukur looking to the side to see where the miss went. Of course, he has very prominent yellow veins on his fletchings, so it's very easy to see in the sun, which we don't get a lot in Iceland, but we've actually had pretty great weather for this entire national championship, not like last year when we had a, yellow storm warning and we changed the qualification time to double what is normal. And we actually had to change the amount of arrows in the qualification from 72 to 18, just so the athletes who could try to get some arrows on the target. So in comparison, this weather is a godsend. So Haukur, having the lower score, will start shooting first on target 1. And I'm going to try to be clever again, and I'm going to go to end 4 before we start. A bit of wind coming in there, but looks like a 4 versus a 6. So Mate taking the lead. Haukur really needs... Oh, he needed that. Yes. That is a great shot. Always good to get a 10 on a longbow. Mate still not giving it up. And Haukur with a good arrow. Mate can't take this set, I believe. Ooh, wind is actually pushing the car around. I feel like I'm drunk. But Haukur taking this set, he really needed that 10 and the 8 to get this set. He's probably very happy with that round. 22 versus 18, we go 4-4. Now in the set system, we will shoot a maximum of 5 ends. If they tie the next end, so they both get, say, 20 points each, they'll both get 1 set point, and we will be tied 5-5. At which point we will have a shoot-off to determine the winner. 1 arrow, effectively the closest one to the center wins. So of course if one hits 10 and the other one hits 5, then the 10 is closer to the center, so 10 points wins. But it is actually written the opposite way in the rule, so the higher score wins. If they're both hit the same score, it's the closer to the center. Shoot-offs being the most exciting part, so I hope we have a longbow shoot-off here. It's always fun to see the competitors under pressure. Again, I'm going to try to be clever and change to the next end before we start. So, since we're tied up again, Haukur will start on target 1. Oh, that wind is really pushing the car around. Haukur with a 5, looks like. Mate looks like he missed the target. I didn't hear it hit the target. So Haukur has a big advantage here. Not really able to capitalize on it. It's a 1. Haukur. No, Mate, sorry. In the 1. Haukur can take this now. Oh, looks like he's done it. Mate needed a really good shot there. Couldn't capitalize. So it looks like Haukur will be the unisex national champion as well. Just earlier today he won the longbow men's national championship title. Unisex class was set up in Iceland for a few reasons. The main one is giving women and men the opportunity to compete against each other. The other being those individuals that are do not have an assigned gender or non-binary or just want to live outside. There we go, confirmed by the judges. Haukur is the winner officially of the longbow national title, irrespective of gender. We'll have the medal ceremony now, while the field crew changes. Haukur quite happy with that achievement. He has been quite unlucky. He's usually, I think at the indoor he lost the national title, and I think he took, did he take bronze or silver? I don't remember which one. So now in the back you can see the 70-meter targets. So we will be moving those 30-meter targets away so we can go to the recurve matches for the national championships. And of course we're going to use the big and strong longbow men to move the targets. So since there's nothing happening on the shooting line, we might as well just watch them move the targets. Oh no, I'm going to have to jump out and actually move one of the cameras. Sorry. Oh, she turned off the camera. Okay. We'll just watch whatever George is watching. I don't care what you show me, just show me something. Not me. There we go. That's one way to move a target. Suppose it does work. Big, strong longbowmen. Vikings. Well, Hooker's, of course, in a Viking reenactment club. Don't actually know that much about Mate. I've only met him once before. Well, twice if you count this event. Hooker I meet on a regular basis. Not like that, but you know what I mean. I meet him every now and then training at the archery center. Sorry, it was this way. I think I accidentally flipped somebody off with the incorrect hand signal. I think that's that's a bad word in the UK if we do the opposite peace sign. So let's see who's up next. We have the recurve women's bronze medal match, I do believe. You can see the athletes warming up on the targets adjacent to the final field. Maybe we can actually use the time since they're setting up the thing to actually check out the volcano. Georg, can you show us a volcano? Can you show us a volcano? Ah, it's just behind the brush there. So right on the left side of that mountain that's behind the trees. Ja, flott. Then we have the mountain range and we have the volcanic ash. It's just behind on the right side. I have no idea why he's on that side. Guess he's just doing the scenery for you. Well, that's all old lava flow, effectively. So we're getting some new lava in here. You can see the target and the cameras, the final field. Some runners running back and forth, trying to set everything up. It's more entertaining than just watching the athletes, or effectively nothing. George very good at dancing and turning around, so we are up for the bronze medal match in the recurve women's division. Set that graphic up for you there. There we go. Guðný Greta Eyþórsdóttir that we're looking at right now on target 1, and Astrid Dagsbøck on target 2. It's a 6 for Guðný. An 8 for Astrid. Five from Guðný, all on the right side, high there. Looks like a 3. That's a long hold. got it into the 8. So Astrid needs an 8 or higher. Looks like she couldn't capitalize, so looks like Guðni will take the first set, 19-14. Although we are waiting for the official confirmation from the judges. Bara eitthvað til að horfa á. If you're pointing the camera to anything that we can watch, I'm happy. Be sure to turn down the mic there instead of yelling at you. But of course, all of the people doing the stream are volunteers. So George here was competing in the recurve men's earlier today. The person that's actually on the shooting line there with the sunglasses, she was shooting in Berboga women's yesterday. Our target judge Freya is a compound woman, and I am an all-round weirdo that is going to try to remember to press that button that he never remembers, which is go to N2. Astrid shooting first on target 2. Looks like a 4. Guðni has had a lot of difficulty shooting within the allotted time during the qualification of this event. An 8. Astrid has been having some issues with her shoulder, with a 5 there. So Guðni should be in a good position to take this set. That is a very high shoulder. Six low. Nine from Astrid. Oh, okay, so we have a possibility here that she needs to shoot 4 or higher to share this set. And she does with an 8. Looks like she took the set 22-18, but we'll wait for confirmation from the judges. Both athletes taking a peek in the coach's scope to see where they are, because we don't have a big fancy screen for them to watch to see where their arrows are hitting. I apologize if my volume is going slightly up and down. Depends on how close the mic is to my face. Looks like the scoring team has finished their work, so we're going for the next round. Astrid shooting first on target 2. Astrid from an archery club in Kópavogur, which is one of the cities or towns that make up the greater capital area. Guðni being from the opposite side of the country. Looks like a 7. Of course, I didn't remember to go to end number 3, which we'll do now. Guðni with a 5. Astrid looked like a wild one. Guðni in the exact same place. Come on, Astrid, need a good shot. No, it's in the 1. We'll see if Guðni can utilize this. He needs a 6 or higher to win the match. And she can't capitalize on that, so Looks like Astrid will take this set with Guðni shooting a 3, giving her a total of 12 points versus Astrid's 14. Unconfirmed at this time because we need to get the official confirmation from the judges team of what the score is. Yeah, Guðni is from a club in the east, so it's the exact opposite of the country. Takes an equal amount of time to drive the southern route and the northern route around the country to get to the other side. He's trying to show us the car there. Looks like the scoring team is finished, and it is confirmed. It is 4-2. Remember to press the go to end number 4. Astrid shooting first, having the lower score on target 2. With a 5. Guðni with an 8 or 7. Astrid with a 2. I need a bigger screen. Yeah, it looks like Guðni has a massive lead here. So she only needs a 2 to win. Effectively hitting the target. And she does with a 10, it looks like. At least a 9. So that does in the bronze medal match. Recurve Women's National Championships. Guðni takes the bronze. 22-14, giving her a 6-4 set point lead. Waiting for the official confirmation from the judges. And then I'm also going to wait for Oliver to yell at me because I forgot to press record. Official confirmation from the judge. Target 1 is the winner. Guðni Íslandsmeistaramóti takes the bronze. So no medal ceremony now because we're going directly to the recurve women's gold medal match. The recurve women's gold medal match at the national championships. We have Marín Anita Helmarsdóttir on target 1 versus Valgerður Einarsdóttir Hjaltested on target 2. Or to make it simpler, Marín on target 1, Vala on target 2. Marin just came back from winning the Nordic Youth Championships in the recurve women's under 21. So she is the under 21 Nordic champion in the recurve women's division. Vala and Marin were both at the European Games, although Marin was competing, but Vala technically won the spot for Iceland. But since she had not achieved the minimum qualifying score, Marin went to the event. So Vala went as a coach. Both from the same club. We're starting the match now with Marin on target 1, shooting first. It's a 6 on the right side. Do have some wind to the right, so it'll be exciting to see if Vala matches that with a... Nope, she's closer. Looks like a 7. Mari with a 9. Vala with another 8, it looks like. Mari with an 8, so most likely Vala gets the set. The nice 9 there, just putting her slightly over 24 to 23. Although we need to wait for the official confirmation from the judges. Marin and Vala are both from Boyin and Kópavogur. And you can see Marin's mother directly behind her in the coach's box. And Astrid, one of the ones that was competing for the bronze medal match before, on the left side, serving as the coach for Vala. So we have a confirmed score. Moving on to the next end, I'm going to remember to press that button so we can actually see the scores coming in as the scoring team sees them. So shooting first will be Marin on target 1, having the lower score. Looks like a 7 or an 8 high. 8. Ooh, 10. Vala seems to do this a lot. She shoots poorly in the qualifications, but then she comes in strong in the matches. Wow, that is a strong performance from Vala. All right for Marin. See if Vala can take the third 10. Nope, it's 7, looks like 27. Scoring team having some issues with actually scoring the arrows, so we can't see anything. I would love to run out of the car and check out why that is. Sorry, trying to resolve that scoring issue for you. Sorry about that. We've been having some issues with the scoring there. So Haraldur taking the first set, meaning Ísar is shooting first on target 1. Looks like an 8 from Ísar. 6 from Haraldur. Six from Ísar. 7 from Haraldur. So they're pretty tied in this set. So Haraldur needs an 8, 9, or a 10 to secure some points in this set. Looks like he did it. Will depend on the judges if that 7 liner is a 7 or an 8. If they share the set points, or if we have Haraldur taking this set. Looks like they've upgraded that Ísar's arrow to an 8, giving it 21-21. Both of them sharing the set points with 1 set point each, giving us 3-1. Ísar still having the lower score of the 2, the 1, which means that he will start shooting first on target 2. Did not seem happy with that shot, but it's a 3. Haraldur with a beautiful 10 there. All 10s are beautiful. Six from Izar, meaning that Haraldur could possibly put this out of reach on the second arrow with another 10. Looks like a stable shot. Didn't seem happy with that. Probably aiming the wrong spot. Still looks like a 9 or a 9-8 liner. Izar. Yeah, pretty sure Haraldur's taking this set. Don't think he needs to shoot the last arrow, but we'll shoot it for prosperity's sake. It's a 9, 10, 9, and an 8 liner. I think that's a 9, but we'll leave it to the judges to figure that out. Haraldur's in the lead, 5-1. The national championships of Iceland. Which means that even if Izar were to take the next 2 sets, the best that he could hope for is to force the match to a shoot-off. And then hopefully have the better arrow. Which is quite possible. Such things do happen. Saw 2 major turnarounds yesterday in the compound matches. So why not have one in the recurve matches today? Izar shooting first on target 2. Didn't seem happy with that shot, and it's a 4, it looks like. Haraldur's a lot more stable with a 10. Izar with a 6. Haraldur looks really stable. Wind pushing him about tiny bit. He's stable during the aiming and during the shot. Izar probably quite tired. He was doing the Berboga men's division yesterday as well. Haraldur waiting for a gust of wind to pass him. Yep, he did it. Secured the national championship title quite easily. The arrows have been tallied yet or confirmed by the judge either, but they both know they are pretty securely. It's a pretty secure victory from Haraldur. He doesn't even need to shoot the last arrow. There we go. It's confirmed. Haraldur's the winner. See if the judge... Yep. Judge gives the sign. And then we are going for the recurve men's medal ceremony, I believe. Sorry, for some reason I turned off the microphone while I was talking. It's always a clever thing to do. or if we're doing the unisex first and then doing the medal ceremony. We shall see. George, our cameraman with the silver, we use all the volunteers we have, and then we'll use the competitors for the rest, which is almost always the competitors. Izar with the silver there, and Haraldur with the gold. And another national championship title. New shirts from Skust, which look pretty good. You can see there's some wind there. Pushing people around. Well, pushing their clothes around. See Vala running past the camera there. One of the organizers. Well, the organizer. Now we're just waiting for the field crew to finish setting up the target faces for the next match, which will be the recurve unisex bronze medal match between Izar and Guðni. I'm going to get that up on the screen, the graphics for you, so we can prepare for the match. There we go. Clear program. I'll just put it directly to end score so I don't forget and leave it uncondensed. Looks like the field is set up. So shooting first will be Guðni on target 1. Kind of like the unisex class, getting to see the men competing against the women. Izar not happy with that shot. Looked like a miss from Guðni, the first one. I didn't see where the arrow hit. Izar with a 3. Guðni with a 2. Izar still on the right side. The wind has picked up a bit. You can see it pushed Guðni quite a bit around, and well, that's a nice X. And is pushing Izar's beautiful locks of hair back and forth. Look at that hair. Can call him a silver fox soon. As he reaches into his 40s. Just still 2 years away, he's 38. Which we can barely believe looking at him. It's the arrow getting stuck in the wood on the side there. Trying to get it out. See how that's going. It's interesting. Pretty sure Izar took the first set. It's being quite violent with the arrow, or gently pulling it out. Looks like they got the arrow out, so we can continue with the next end. Let's see if Guðni can take back control of this match. Ooh, that is a long hold. Come on, get it through. Yep. Got it into the 7 and 5. Ísar with a 2. And the 5-6 liner, it looks like a 5 maybe. Guðni with a 7-6, probably a 6. So Ísar needs a pretty high score here, but he doesn't get it. Means that Guðni will take this set 19-14, tying the match up 2-2. But we are waiting for the confirmation from the judges. Judge seems satisfied. Why wouldn't they be? Get to spend their time outdoors in this great weather next to a volcano. Although the wind is picking up a bit. Getting the all clear signal from the target judge, meaning the scores are confirmed. We are back to level in this match, meaning that Guðni on target 1 will be shooting first. Power, 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 power. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There you go. It's a 6. Yeah, it looks like Ísar's getting quite tired. He's starting to collapse a bit. He did shoot the entire Berboga men's division yesterday as well, and did collect the gold there. Guðni with a 3. Ísar with a 9. So he looks like the favorite to take this set. But Guðni needs a good shot here. He needs a 10-9 or 8 to put decent pressure on. Oh! He's running out of time. 3, 2, 1, 0. That's it. That's out of time. Sorry. That counts as a miss. So we are going to Ísar. So Ísar took that set 4-2, meaning Guðni with a lower score will start first, having the 2 in this situation. Come on, Guðni, power through, power through. Power, 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 push it. There we go. Looks like a 5. Ísar with a 5 as well. No 6, sorry. Looks like a 7. 7-6 liner at least. Looks like a 7. Looks like an 8 for Ísar. So Ísar is in the lead. Guðni needs that good arrow. Keep this match going. Oh, she's 5, 3, 2. Well, she got it off. Did it hit the target? Pretty sure Ísar is the winner there. It looks like the Guðni's arrow didn't hit the target. The one she had to put down and redraw with, well, less than 5 seconds on the clock. Now we have the gold medal match going on. Ooh, wind is pushing her quite a bit. Between Haraldur and Marin. Scoring team seems to be slightly confused on the arrows. Missing one of Haraldur's score. The first arrow. Let's hope they'll correct that so we can get a confirmed score. There we go. Marin, looks like Marin took the first set, 18-17, leading by 2-0, meaning Haraldur will shoot first in end number 2. Ten. Marin with an 8, possibly 7 there. Haraldur with a 7 or 8. If I had a bigger screen, I could tell you. You can probably see it better at home. Marin didn't seem happy with that shot, but it is a 10. She shook her head there when she shot it. Marin's not happy with that shot either, but it is an 8. It looks like Marin takes this set with Haraldur shooting a 5. Scoring team still having some difficulties there with inputting the arrows. Looks like Marin's taken that set with 4-0. Haraldur's shooting first on target 1. Looks like a 7-8 liner. It's probably an 8. 10 from Marin. Seven from Haraldur. And a 7 from Marin. So looks like Marin needs red or yellow to win this. Looks like she did it. It's a 10-7-7, it looks like, versus a 10-8-7. No, wait, did Haraldur take this set? The scoring team actually would input the arrows, we could see. Looks like Marin has taken this set and the match. Although we have no final confirmed score, the judge did give the signal, and they have flipped the scores. This was the last match of today, so all we have left is the medal ceremony for the recurve unisex. There we go. We have a winner.